Hey Clashes, even though Rootriders have not gotten a new level yet on town level 17, they're already dominating the new town hall level. In combination with Valkyries, a couple of support troops, they are demolishing bases left and right. I will show you exactly how to utilize them on town level 17 or on any other town hall level in combination with those equipments above me. So let's get this army composition into some battle and I will show you exactly how it's done. The concept here is pretty simple. You want to make sure that you're funneling two sides, two flanks with Queen and with your siege barracks, while sending then the Rootriders with the Valkyries inside the middle of the base. Typically you're running less Valkyries with Super Barbarians, but Valkyries and Super Barbarians are pretty similar and you don't have to waste another Dark Elixir slot with the Super Troop. So let's just take a look at this base. Overall, I think this far left side looks really solid for the Archer Queen, so we can deploy her right here. Then we have the siege barracks on the bottom side. I think that should be pretty solid with this. We can as well distract the cannon here to make the life of our Archer Queen a little bit easier. And then we're going right in between with our, overall troops. As well, don't hesitate to, for example, use spells for your flanking troops. Don't worry, that's going to be completely fine. Now let's push those in. Just like this. Looking good. Which one is the Archer Queen? We can freeze this here. Archer Queen now joining up into the middle part of the base, which is totally fine. We can poison this. At this point, we can just raise things up, so we can delay the warn ability a little bit longer. So far, so good. We can use the warn ability, I think, right now. Royal Champion, I think, at the bottom right side. Super minions inside the clan castle are always a great coverage. Now the King ability, another raid, Royal Champion here. And this looks already really solid. Let's just overgrowth now this. Town Hall as the last building is totally fine. But even more importantly, the Fire Spitter is not firing at us non-stop. And then, yeah, we can just easily overpower the base with the Royal Champion pushing in from the far right side, pushing everything towards the Town Hall. We can freeze this area. Oh, there was apparently one walk baited, I assume. That's no problem. Town is pretty much the last building, but again, as I said earlier, it's not really a big problem because you're just so powerful with the Rootriders. Yes, they have not gotten you level, but you don't really care. There's still many of them alive. I think like 2 or 3 or something, or it's just 1, I'm not sure, but it's enough to open up the compartments and get towards that town hall. That's the important thing here. Let's just turn this invisible. The king can access the town hall with the queen. And we have all of the Valkyries. I mean, oh my goodness, take a look at that. Okay, you should actually add those towards your main push. But let's just pretend that that was intentional to show the true power of this army, okay? Take it either direction, that is completely fine. But we have pretty much swagged 80 housing space here on this attack. But hey, let's... on the next attack, let's just deploy everything so I can properly show you how to actually play this strategy. Okay, this seems to be like an adjusted base of one of mine, which I have posted on YouTube. But that should be no problem. I think that should be no problem whatsoever as long as we're getting the pathing right. That is the most important thing, as I already said. For this one, I think we should be able to just... let's see, have maybe the siege barracks on the far left side, the queen at the top side, and then the Rootriders in between. As I said, I like to go into the channel. That's always a nice thing to do. We can, this time around, use the Valkyries a little bit for funneling. And let's add as well the skeleton spell in just 1 second like this. Let's have the queen over here as well with some funnel Valkyries, wall break. And then we have the Rootriders going in here. Headhunter, just like this. Okay, adding some more queen ability now. Again, let's rage the corner outside compartments here. Let's rage this. Poison to make sure the defending clan castle is not annoying. And we're looking good so far. Warn ability, again, always with using the Eternal Chill, wait a little bit, okay? Give your troops some time to take damage. Let's just overgrowth the core so the troops are more going towards the top side, hopefully. Joining up with the queen, opening up the compartments for her. We can add the Royal Champion. I think bottom side is a bit tricky because there's a lot of heroes and the Royal Champion into heroes is never a good idea. We could do delay things until the core is open again, or actually just do it from the left side and use the early ability here. I think both should be fine, and the king should then take down the core as soon as it's waking up again, just like this. Looking good. Royal Champion ability now. Also have rage, freeze, everything. I mean, it's just crazy, right? It's just so crazy how strong the Rootriders still are and how good you can actually use them. And this base again is gone. And it looks obviously way more overpowering than the last attack which we just did, because, surprise, this time around we have actually deployed all of the troops early on. And this means we have actually way more Rootriders alive. It's just, yeah, it's a better showcase of why this is still really powerful. So if you're a ground attacker and you're not really looking forward to like smash type attacks, which can be quite challenging to get the funneling right. Throwers, for example, they're an incredible troop. I still think they're really strong, one of the strongest troops in the game, but they're not easy to use. And right now, sometimes you don't have to take those risks with those high skill troops. Instead, you can go with the Rootriders or with other more spammy orientated attack strategies and get incredible results still. So let's move on with the next attack. So let's do it again. Town Hall, really far on the edge. I'm not sure if that is what I'm looking forward to go into. Again, we need to interrupt some type of the pathing of the defenses which we have here, which means I think this area up here, if we take that out, we have pretty clear pathing into the single front tower and everything. That might be a really important thing to do. I think the Archer Queen is a really good option up there. Siege Barracks on the far left side, and then the Rootriders just in there from, yep, the Monolith side. That is what I'm looking for. Let's do some, like a skeleton spell to distract a little bit. As well, some bakeries. Everything in here. Looking good. We can wall break the queen in. I hope that the funneling is quick enough for the queen to actually push everything back into, yep, towards the chop side. That's exactly what I'm looking forward to. Vulnerability now, I think that was the perfect time to have some recovery in our troops. And then as soon as this Elixir storage is gone, we can wall break even further. Let's use the overgrowth here, mostly for pathing, because take a look at this, the Rootriders are coming back. Next wall break for our queen. Royal Champion can be used with our root push around the bottom side. King ability is still there as well. We have still plenty of rages and spells in general to use, especially for the Archer Queen. I like to use the spell support for my Archer Queen so she can stay alive and push further. So that's, I think, quite nice. Let's use the King ability here. Let's use that poison. Queen looking good. She should take down all of those defenses. Yeah, I mean, this base yet again is just crushed, right? I mean, there's no chance of like fighting back here. Let's use the last couple of spells, and this base is again, as I said, just gone. Rootriders are all about the pathing. Like, if you can identify the pathing which can be created when your troops target only defenses, like for example, this elixir storage, the building which was right here, gave me the opportunity of take down the defenses which are right in front of it. And with that, this was a dead zone. Even though, yes, there was still like one building there, it was a non-defensive building. And what this allowed me was to just spam every Rootrider from the far left side, and they would just follow the pathing. As soon as they're getting towards the core, just overgrowth it. This means less damage, but especially as well that you can create even better pathing for your Rootriders. And this is what this is all about, this strategy in general, controlling your troops, manipulating the pathing where they're going. And with that, you can really easily master it. And, well, I can only recommend to you, use and place all of the Valkyries. And as I said earlier, if you want to go for the full power, you can add some more Super Barbarians. Go for like 7 to maybe 9 Valkyries and add the remaining housing spaces in Super Barbarians. But again, 14 Valkyries are totally fine as well. Both troops are doing something similar. The Valkyries are only a couple of more housing space, so in the end, both should work really consistently. And I hope that you have quite some nice success with the strategy. The link is as always down below in the description of the video. I hope you liked the video. I hope I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye bye.